So that's what's going on. Now pre-game scene. Wait, we should just go desktop and get this game in the front. Let's try that. Seems the simplest.
Head over here. Affirmative.
I don't know what's going on. Why am I not a real player? So I could fly over everything? Wow.
I need a man over here.
Tôi cần hỗ trợ ở đây.
I'm reloading. Yes.
I need assistance.
Yes. Thanks.
Yểm trợ, tôi đang nạp đạn.
Help me!
Throwing smoke. Enemy fire.
Yeah.
Need backup. Airstrike on the way. Hostiles ahead.
Biết tấn công.
It isn't to spectate the round like this. Never done. I actually have had similar control over the viewpoint. It's a long round to have to like sit out or whatever.
Tôi đang nạp đạn.
I don't know what I just did really. Well, yeah, I don't want to spectate.
Kong.
Need medic. Yes. I need a hand over here. Yes. I need assistance. Help me. Roger that. I need a hand over here. Yes. Help me. Yes.
Watch your fire.
Neutralized. Changing mag. Need backup. Need backup. Need backup. Help me. Roger that. Neutralized. Enemy down. Hit.
I'm killing these bots.
Changing mag.
Tôi đang nằm đạn.
Stop shooting.
I'm reloading. Man down.
Oh yeah. The Marty bots.
Enemy fire. Roger that.
Không quân đang tới. Chân tôi.
Need backup.
I'm reloading.
Need backup. Roger that. Help me. I need assistance.
Enemy. Viet Cong.
Enemy contact.
Help me. Yes. Roger that.
Patch yourself up.
Thank you.
Enemy spotted. Fire. Target neutralized.
Cover me. I'm reloading. Need medic. I'm injured. Need a medic. Roger that. We need a hand. Neutralized. Changing mag. Running. Yeah, we need a hand over here. Roger that.
Cover me. I'm reloading.
that's fun.
I need a medic. Yes.
You really souped this game up.
Right here. Roger that.
I played this in very early access.
Roger that.
Need backup. Take ammo. I'm hit.
Got picked off.
I need a hand over here. Yes. Need backup. Roger that.
Reloading.
I need assistance. Yes.
Watch your fire.
I'm reloading.
Yes. I need a hand over here. I need a medic.
Watch your fire.
Reloading.
Changing mag.
Changing mag.
Help me. Yes. Yes.
Wounded Vitus.
Neutralized.
Fun. Right on. I'd just like to say it's been nice playing with you bots.
Help
I need a
me.
hand over here.
Smoke on the way.
I need a hand over here. Yes.
Taking fire.
didn't know it was practice.
Move out.
First time I'm using a heavy gun. Well, in this game, I mean. This is a lot like my Call of Duty.
Help me. I need assistance.
Positive.
Tôi đang nằm đạn.
I need assistance. Yes.
Need back.
Tôi chật bị hả?
I need a hand over here.
Watch your fire. Airstrike on the way. Cover me. I'm reloading.
Taking fire.
Hostiles ahead.
Help me.
Positive.
Get me the fuck out of this ditch.
Viet Cong.
Need backup.
Need backup.
Roger that.
Viet Cong.
Enemy contact. Help me.
Yes.
Enemy down. I need a head over here.
Yes.
Enemy down. Airstrike incoming. Reloading.
I need assistance.
Fire. Hostiles ahead.
Fuck yeah.
Hostiles ahead.
So much work in this game.
Enemy contact.
Maps are way better. AI kicks ass.
After that. Enemy spotted.
AI, every most overused term in the world.
Enemy spotted. I need a hand over here.
Roger that.
Hả rồi.
Enemy down.
Tôi đang gọi không kích.
A lot of fun.
I need a hand over here. Affirmative.
I need assistance.
Need backup.
Affirmative.
I need assistance.
Affirmative.
I need a hand over here.
Yes.
Stuck on the stairs there.
Changing mag. Stop shooting. Fire. I'm reloading. Smoke on the way.
Mục tiêu bị hạ.
Some goofballs hanging out.
We need a head over here. Roger that.
Fuck. Get me out of this tunnel.
Throwing smoke.
Mục tiêu bị hạ.
Why didn't I kill all those guys? Seems strange.
Viet Cong.
We need a head over here.
Affirmative.
Changing mag. I'm hit.
We need a head over here.
Changing mag.
We need a head over here. Yes. Need assistance. Yes. Man, running dry. I need assistance. We need a head over here.
Weapons on the ground.
I need a hand over here.
Yes.
Enemy spotted.
Quân địch. Quân địch bị hạ. Đã rõ. Tôi đang nạp đạn. Tôi cần giúp đỡ.
Need backup. Yes. Need backup.
I need a yes.
Changing mag.
Affirmative.
Quân đi. Cần hỗ trợ.
I need assistance.
Getting close to the hive.
Yes.
Something.
Help me.
Roger that.
Taking fire.
I didn't even think of the left-hand side there. Thanks for making me think of that.
Hostiles ahead.
Help me!
Taking fire.
I'm inside their house.
I'm
Creating a lot
reloading.
of problems.
I'm hit.
I need a hand over here.
That's
need
what I want to do.
assistance.
I want to be problematic out here.
Viet Cong.
I need assistance.
I need a hand over
Taking
here.
fire.
Affirmative.
I need a hand over here.
Yes. I need ammo.
Quân địch phía trước.
Enemy down.
I need assistance. I'm running dry.
I need assistance.
Affirmative.
I need ammo.
Reloading.
I need a hand over here.
Affirmative.
I'm running dry.
Tôi đang nằm đạn.
I need a
Enemy spotted.
Hay đạn. Đang bị
Fire. Cover me. I'm reloading.
hay đạn.
Quân địch.
Down.
Super fun.
Need backup. Affirmative.
enemy down.
I need a medic. Changing
Smoke
mag.
coming.
Reloading.
Enemy spotted. Neutralized. Reloading.
Help me. Yes.
Peekaboo, where are you? I'm the best because I'm the only one playing. This game is really good. Really underrated. Underplayed. Let's see. Bot. Yeah, I'm the only human in here. But it's still fun. That's how crazy this game is. Ooh, what's that sound? Love it. I just love it. That's some kind of game. It's like things that you can play single player, and they're just what is my fucking word? Immersed. That's the word. Don't settle for nothing but immersed. Hello? Hello? Guess what I did? I made some weird food. I'd show it to you, but then I'd have to kill you. You know. Wish there were more hours in the day. I truly do. I'm gonna have to take more medicine. Knock my ass out. That's good sour cream. I don't know. It came in today. Shit. Mmm. That's delicious. And something else? Look, that's two. Whoa. That's two of me. Munching away. But should I get this? Doesn't look like it's tested working. He's in rough shape. Anyway, I wasn't trying to look at this anyway. Boy, I did look at that the other night, though, huh? I don't know if we're sending me emails about it. The hell was I doing? Mm-hmm. Can we review other people's stuff? If we add our own personal commentary? Let's see. See, we'll get away with. If we do. Wow. Did you hear my lungs there? Hope you didn't. There's nobody watching this. It's so retarded. It's just me rehearsing my insanity.
Christopher Hitchens is here, born in England, educated at Oxford. He has become a Washington insider, known for his prolific writing and for his wit. He's a longtime contributor to The Nation and Vanity Fair. His new book is called No One Left to Lie To: The Triangulations of William Jefferson Clinton. Explain to me your feelings about him and how you came to these conclusions, because you are as passionate about your animus towards him as anyone I know.
Yes, I really, really, really don't like him. My little book is, in part, is an address. I hope it's got a general interest, but in part it's a reproach to the American left, to the American liberals, for falling for him and for defending him when, apart from anything else, he is an extremely, and always has been, a very extremely conservative person politically, but also because of his corrupt and selfish, and I would say mean, almost psychopathically deceitful tendencies that have done enormous damage to politics, as any honest person could appreciate them. I think it's been a tremendous sign of the degeneration of American liberalism.
You come to
and that's been an argument really well worth having, because it's fratricide.
I'm prepared to argue that debate. I mean, may have that debate with you in a sense, not debate,
Please.
but pleased to engage you on it. But you say so many things that it's quickly to jump on them. One, you come at this from your own ideological position, which is where?
Well to the left of Mr. Clinton. Well, to the left of most people.
So I mean, you're not just
to the left of The Nation, actually, which is where I started.
The Nation magazine. Yeah. Well to the left of traditional liberalism in America.
Yes, I mean, whenever I go on C-SPAN, our old mutual friend Brian Lamb always asks me, said, "Are you still a socialist?" I know one day he's hoping I'm going to say, "No, okay, Brian, I've got over all that now. I left all that behind." Partly just to spite him. Yeah. I'm not going to deny it. It's where I learned my politics, and what I learned from it isn't by all means all useless.
So, I mean, characterize yourself in terms of any politics in England, in the United States.
No, democratic socialist.
Democratic socialist.
Because it's an international position. One of the reasons I'm attracted to it is that it's the same in all, or should be the same for all societies.
A democratic socialist like Tony Benn in England?
I'm quite an admirer of Tony Benn.
I
have differences with him, but he's an honourable guy, and I know him slightly. Yes, yeah. That's not. I'm not a great admirer of Mr. Blair, who I think is one of those people who wants politics to be all things to all men. But I don't think is a mean person or a corrupt person.
So the difference in Blair and Clinton,
in many ways,
your money
differences with Clinton, you see, are not political. They are to do with a ruthless, megalomaniac political style, and with a real self-advertised readiness for corruption and dirty work, which is what got me into trouble with him and his cohort.
All right, well,
are we getting ahead of the story?
Well, yes, but that's okay.
I can begin at the beginning if you like. New Hampshire, I always suspected that he, Clinton. I always thought this new liberal Democrat, or rather, excuse me, New Democrat and Democratic Leadership Council, DLC, was a bit glib and a bit sordid, because if you, after 8 years of Reagan and 4 of Bush, to conclude that the main problem in American politics was that the Democratic Party was too much to the left, seemed to me a weird conclusion. And it was all based on saying, well, what we've really got to do is address the morals of the underclass. That's the real problem with this country, is the underclass doesn't behave well. I thought that actually there were some overclass problems that needed attention, so I admit I went to New Hampshire not liking him. I didn't much care about the flowers business.
Overclass. What a fucking thing what a term, Class. What separates me from, I don't know.
I still don't. I think he treated her very badly.
Jennifer Flowers.
Yeah,
Makes me
I think
mad.
he treated her very badly, and I think he lied to everyone about it. But that seems so unsurprising.
But any other politician would have handled that the same way, would he not?
Here's what he did.
But any other politician would have tried to.
No. If Mr. Clinton had said, yes, I did, I loved her, and it's none of your damn business. We'd be living in a much better culture now. I would have applauded him if he'd said that. It would also have been true.
That he loved her?
Yeah, well, he certainly acted like he did. He's since
Loved
then,
her?
Yes. They were obviously very tight, and she really loved him.
Yeah, I mean, did he love
Well,
Monica?
let's suppose that he had said he loved her. And yes, I did. That would have just been a little nicer than saying, well, no, I had nothing to do with her, and then 7 years later saying, okay, I did it with her once, and that was it. As if he doesn't know that it's the height of bad manners to sleep with someone
but
once.
Washington is full of politicians who are not stepping forward to say, I had an affair with someone that I may have told him I loved.
But don't, anyway, here's what he did to get over it, out of it.
Right.
He was many points behind by this stage. He left the campaign trail in New Hampshire. He flew down to Arkansas, where he was still governor, to personally supervise the execution of a lobotomized black defendant, inmate, Ricky Ray Rector by name, in Cummins Prison, who couldn't even understand the charges against him. He'd blown his brain away. He was gone. He didn't know he'd been sentenced to death. He didn't understand when they came to give him his last meal what was happening.
Oh, my God.
And Clinton just made it absolutely clear. He was changing the subject.
rejected the
law and
arguments.
order, you're not going to get me on law and order. You're not going to think I'm soft. You're not going to have...
Like, it was like a flex somehow? Somehow becomes a flex to murder a retarded guy?
You're not going to Willie Horton me.
Right.
And the two things about it that sickened me are, one, that he did this in cold blood to this guy. And I have a long section about it in my book. And two, that no one in my profession and no one in the liberal wing of politics thought this was a test of character or of intention. Because among the things that depressed me, I did write a column about it. Murray Kempton did. That was about it.
Right.
What depressed me really was the suggestion it had of a relationship in the president's mind, or the then governor's mind, of a sick relationship between sex and death. That he would change the subject away from the illicit flowers love nest to the lethal chamber.
Okay, but then you are putting what you were doing in that case. I mean, you could make the argument that he should have been more compassionate, more sensitive in that issue, and you could make the argument that he did it because he wanted to firmly come down and make his position about capital punishment evident to all, and that he was tough on criminals and not compassionate about
you imagine...
issues. Let me finish my point.
I'm sorry.
My point is that you are simply, you are reading motivation where you don't know as to the fact that he left Gennifer Flowers because he wanted to tie together sex and death. That the motivation to go there, rather than distract from Gennifer Flowers, was in fact...
It was a very strange week to leave New Hampshire. He was in trouble. It was quite a desperate gamble to go down there. And this is a guy who, any other week, would have received clemency from the governor, because there was no one in the prison thought he should be executed.
So, this is so bizarre, huh?
This is a tough prison, in a tough state. The prison chaplain resigned on the issue. The warders and others have been quoted as saying, we shouldn't have done this to this guy. It was like killing a child.
The prison in where this man was imprisoned,
They said it was like
where
killing, they said it was like killing a child. Okay.
Yeah, but did they say it shouldn't be done?
Well, yes, of course they said it shouldn't be done.
I'm asking, I don't know.
Yeah, and the prison chaplain resigned. This is not a sentimental area of the United States, as you know. So, no, I'm sticking to my point. I think it was an atrocious thing to do. It suggested something faintly monstrous about the guy, and it suggested that there was probably nothing he wouldn't do. And it also suggested an attitude to a signal, you might say, about what kind of...
but he addressed that criticism at the time, did he not?
No, he didn't.
Who, though, is going to take executing a retard as like a signal of strength and go, oh my God, the guy don't do anything. He's like a mob boss. He killed a retard.
There was never a response. I asked him.
There was some criticism. And I remember people raising the question.
No, he has never been asked a question about it. I know, because I tried in New Hampshire, and he turned his back and walked away.
But,
now, shift the scene.
I mean, there was criticism. I beg to differ. I beg to differ with trepidation because you've written the book. But there was no criticism of him at the time anywhere. I know there was.
Let me phrase it to you like this, Charlie. Let me phrase it to you like this. If a Republican governor, an ambitious Republican governor trying to be president, had, in the course of a tough primary, returned to his home state to supervise the execution of a retarded, mentally disabled black man, the name of that man would be very well known. I think you'll agree.
Agree.
We would know.
I'm not arguing whether he should or
We
shouldn't.
would
I'm
know,
arguing
all right.
the point.
Ricky Ray Rector's name is practically not known at all. That's in a sense, my point.
Your point also is this for you is
Because
a
it shows the betrayal of
defining
the liberals, yeah.
is a defining what? This act was for him a defining insight into his character and what else?
Well, I thought so, and I thought it showed as I say, a creepily sadistic attitude.
Yeah.
And a willingness to
Yeah,
dig
and to
for
what
the
point?
racist
Like, what was he
subconscious
trying to?
as well,
what was he
and
trying to
you know,
accomplish?
To say, look, you know, don't
Message
call me
of-
soft. I can snuff
What's the message when you kill some helpless person?
this black guy who doesn't know what the charge against him is. Willingness to bid for that. A willingness to get really rough when he was already engaged on lying on another front about Miss Flowers in changing the subject. And what I consider to be an eerie and unattractive ability to get liberals to keep their mouths tight, shut, which they shut them then, and they've kept them shut ever since, about that kind of calculation and what it entails.
Because liberals, I assume the indictment here against liberals and then the Democratic Party is that they made a cop-out because they wanted a Democrat in the White House for all the spoils that
roughly
come.
speaking, yeah.
That's it. That was the deal they made in their own.
Yeah.
And Republicans are prepared probably to do the same thing in the year 2000 in terms of accepting someone less conservative than they'd like to seek because they want to be back in the White House. Correct?
That's one element of triangulation, yeah. And it's also sometimes called, traditionally that was called the, you know, the lesser evil theory, where you simply say in advance, well, this guy, I'll vote for whoever the nominee is, but it's a pretty arid form of politics. And there were better people running against Clinton for that nomination. I think many people could have
Arid
taken
form
Bush
of
for years.
politics.
I don't think it took Clinton to do so. But people, it's the way people, it is the way, however, you have identified the way in which people console themselves. You've identified the way in which people explain these things to themselves, yes. Justify them to themselves.
It's a political compromise.
Yeah.
I give up principle that I may believe in because of... But you had other...
They grant themselves the principles, of course, but only in order to give themselves the right to sell them out.
Yeah.
They may not have had the principles to start off with, actually. Not always true that they did.
I'll go back to your point. You're saying that this book is, in fact, how liberals, in a sense, lost their soul because of Bill Clinton and wanting to see him in the White House. And B, that Bill Clinton is, you know, for you, almost the embodiment of all evil.
Well, I think he's an abnormally ghastly individual in every respect, yes.
In every respect. Because he lies about...
He lies about everything to everybody, no one left to lie to. Everything to everyone.
Which is the title of the book.
He uses his daughter as a prop. He uses the help as comfort women, and then uses public money to defame them and blackmail them.
Using daughter as a prop. I mean,
Using his daughter
name
as
me
a
a
prop.
politician. I can name you lots of politicians who have had their family out front, you know, as part of their wholesomeness.
Yes, fair enough. I mean, that's not unknown.
And that's using family as a prop.
Suddenly to take Miss Chelsea across, look, let me put it to you like this. I mean, suppose that one had got oneself into some indiscretion of that sort.
Right.
It's impossible to imagine it happening. And you know, people were looking at you slightly askance and so on. I can imagine doing various things in the hope of, you know, salvaging myself. But among them would not be appearing in front of the cameras holding my daughter's hand. I know I wouldn't do that. Okay,
but I mean,
for the first time
I
in a
hear
long
you
time.
and you and I could both disagree. You and I could both make the same
Call
judgment
me
about
old-fashioned. There are some things I just won't do.
And I'm not disagreeing with your point of view about that. I'm just saying that you weigh it with much heavier contempt than most people. You can say, look, that's...
Well, remember what I'm pushing back against. I'm pushing back against a huge consensus of people who said, for a long, long time, all this is his private stuff, it's none of our affair. I mean, they didn't say that about other corrupt presidents. So this corrupt president and this crooked president has come with a huge bodyguard of falsity and propaganda supplied by intellectuals and academics and journalists for him, which Mr. Nixon couldn't count on getting, didn't get, nor Mr. Reagan. So it seemed to me, it was more incumbent upon me to say what I thought and to point out how people were fooling themselves and fooling others.
As one who is a huge admirer of yours.
Thank you.
I say that because of your polemic skills, because of you're a very interesting guy, and you've been on this show more than once.
Indeed, too kind.
Having said that...
I knew the other shoe was there.
No, it's not. Have you ever asked yourself, maybe I'm just overboard about this guy. I've just let myself go nuts about this, and I need to come to some saner place.
Yeah, I've asked myself, and it's been said to me by other people.
I know, sure.
Believe me. And in a way, I guess I could say the book is an attempt to get him out of my system. Yes.
Really?
But
a kind of
look,
catharsis.
I started writing that this is a dangerous guy in January 1992. I'm going to see it through now. I'm going to see it through to the end. And you know what? I'm going to be vindicated too. People are going to be saying to me a little while from now, as they already are beginning to, maybe you were right about the guy all along. So that might be the reward for looking a bit obsessed for a while. Well, then what I would hope was people wouldn't give themselves away, wouldn't sell their votes and their principles so cheaply to people in the future, and not to a politician like this one, ever again.
Well, I mean, you are nothing if not an iconoclast, so let me start from there. And have had interesting opinions about a lot of people, including famously Mother Teresa.
Mm-hmm.
Having said that, you look at his foreign policy.
Yes.
And characterize how you see his policy today with respect to Serbia.
Well, Mr. Clinton was asked by the Italian Prime Minister about a week before the bombing began. Mr. Clinton, we had Mr. Dall'Anema in Washington.
What are you going to do if the bombing doesn't work?
And what if Mr. Milosevic doesn't change his mind? And what if instead he tries to throw all the Albanians out of Kosovo? Italian Prime Minister came out, gave his own press briefing, and said Mr. Clinton's answer to this question was to look at him like this, like he'd never thought of that before, and to turn to Sandy Berger. Sandy Berger, by the way. Can you imagine having such a guy in the White House and say, well, Sandy, what would we do if that happened? And Berger looked like that and said, well, I guess we'd just keep bombing. Italian Prime Minister couldn't believe it. It's Italy's nearest neighbor. The bases on his soil, his government could fall. They could be overwhelmed by refugees.
But he signed on.
Yeah, of course, because it's a NATO birthday, but he was hoping for a better answer than that from the president. Then the refugees are flung out. It's the biggest humanitarian calamity in Europe for a long time. And Clinton says, oh, don't blame us for that. We knew that was going to happen. We allowed for all that.
Here's
he
my
did.
question.
This is monstrous. It's the shame of it is not felt anything.
That they understood that Milosevic would do what he has done. I think you'll find some debate about that, whether they knew that he was going to do it. I realize they've been all over the place on this. But
They've been consistent on that. The Pentagon spokesman has said that, Cohen has said it, Albright said it, and the president has said it.